Valve Linux driver team fixes RADV driver performance with FSR2 through MESA 24.3 release, up to 228% uplift. RADV driver fix delivers an incredible performance boost on RDNA2 hardware using FSR2, reducing the performance gap that existed for 2 years. Valve engineer fixes problems with the RADV driver by reworking just 10 lines of code to deliver a 228% boost in performance, and FSR2 titles the MESA 24.3 has finally fixed the major issue with the RADV Radeon Vulkan driver, which led to inferior performance compared to AMD's proprietary AMD Pro Vulkan driver. This performance gap existed for nearly 2 years when the FSR2 was turned on in games. It has been successfully fixed by Valve's Linux driver team by just tweaking a few lines of code. The credit goes to the engineer, Samuel Pittoizet, who, as reported by FSR, identified the issue and fixed the problem by tweaking less than a dozen lines of code. For context, the RADV driver is an open-source Vulkan driver for AMD GPUs for the Linux OS. Being open source and open to the community has led to its increased popularity among users, but the problem used to occur when FSR2 Fidelity FX Super Resolution 2 was turned on. The performance was poor compared to the AMD Pro driver, which is optimized by AMD itself. Nearly 2 years passed, but there was no fix until Samuel identified the root cause of the issue. This was specifically due to how the RADV driver handled the calling of primitives with specific characteristics in FSR2. In simple words, calling is how unnecessary primitives like triangles and lines are discarded before rendering to improve performance by saving power. It looks like the fixed func hardware is very slow to call primitives with 0pos.w, but shader-based calling helps a lot. This fixes a massive performance gap with the FSR2 demo compared to AMD Pro, plus 228% on RADNet 2. Samuel Pittoizet, credit, FSR. With the AMD Pro driver, this is handled easily as the driver calls primitives with 0 in the W position. RADV, on the other hand, wouldn't do the same, which resulted in additional and unnecessary calculations that slowed down the performance of FSR2 applications. As indicated by Samuel, making adjustments to the AMD near code enforces calling when the W position is 0. This helped the RADV driver achieve an incredible 228% performance boost on RDNA2 GPUs when the FSR2 is turned on. This improvement will be available to the users through the official release and is a part of MESA 24.3 devel.